around my channel for a while, I have done these morning routine videos for years and years and years. Mornings have just always been so sacred and special to me. I'm not a night person. I'm ready to go to bed pretty early most nights, but the mornings to me, just having a slow start to the day, kind of waking up with the world, is always something that I have appreciated. And I can say since having our son that they have been even more special now. I love spending my mornings with him, just having kind of quiet and slow playtime. Seeing him wake up in the morning is one of my most favorite things. He's a little bit over 5 months old right now, and he's currently sleeping. It's about 6 o'clock right now, and he's been waking up kind of all over the place. Sometimes at 6, sometimes at 5:45, sometimes at 6:30, sometimes at 6:45. But I try to give myself some time in the morning before he wakes up, if possible. Drink my coffee, read my devotional. Especially since becoming a parent, something that has been so important for me to do in the morning is read some type of scripture, some type of prayer, pray in the morning, because I am a much better mom when I start my day with this. I don't feel as wired. I don't feel as kind of chaotic in the morning. And of course, this is something that's always been important to me, and it's, you know, not something I'm perfect at. I definitely don't do this every morning. Some mornings I also wake up right when he wakes up too, and I don't have time for this right when I wake up. But some point throughout the day, I try to read something. And I've been sharing this Every Moment Holy book because it essentially has different like liturgies and prayers for different things. Like for example, I just flipped to this one. It says, a liturgy for one in need of courage just to get out of bed. Go before me these first few steps. Go before me into and through this day, that when I return to my bed tonight, I will do so remembering your faithful mercies. I try to read some of these. I also try to pray in the morning, pray for my family, the day ahead of us. I will say it takes a little bit more discipline now that I had to wake up a little bit earlier than I used to. He's actually still sleeping right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and unload the dishwasher. I typically do this if I have time in the morning. Something that was a game changer for me as a mom was realizing that I can still do things around the house, do things that I need to do, I want to do when my baby's awake. My parents really raised us to join their life as opposed to their lives entirely shifting for us, and that's something that I try to do as much as I can, is just bring him along. I find that he actually loves right now when I'm cooking in the kitchen, watching everything that I'm doing. He's about to start eating food, so he's really interested in looking at food, hearing all the sounds of the glasses in the dishwasher when I'm unloading them. Yeah, now I don't try to do all my chores while he's asleep, because when he's asleep, I do for the most part try to rest. I do of course like to wake up a little bit earlier in the morning than him. I kind of just want to do what I want to do while he's napping instead of trying to do all the things that are not so fun. That's done. I still have time, so I'm gonna make some breakfast. I have really been enjoying making pancake in a bowl recipes. Essentially, you just take your favorite pancake mix and you make it in the microwave. The ratio that I do is 1/2 cup of mix to 1/2 cup of milk. And then I think you heat it in the microwave for like 2 minutes or so. And you can also add like an egg if you want some more protein. You can add some chocolate chips in there. And then you can also top it with yogurt, berries, whatever you want. And so I'm gonna make one for myself right now. Breakfast used to be my favorite meal of the day, but nowadays, for some reason, it's always my hardest to make kind of a nutritious, more solid breakfast. I usually just end up eating like a granola bar and a banana, especially in those early days. I have been getting a little bit better about making better meals for myself. But yeah, this has been my favorite because it's just so easy to make. Perfect texture, amazing. While he's playing right now, I'm gonna wash his bottles. We have always had the Baby Brezza instant sterilizer and dryer, but we upgraded to the Bottle Washer Pro. I just didn't realize how long it takes to wash bottles all the time, and this makes it so easy. I'm so thankful to be partnering with Baby Brezza. I cannot believe I'm saying that, because if you watch some of my old nesting videos, I did share quite a few of their products that I had gotten. Essentially, this washes, dries, and sterilizes all your bottles in one go. You can also just wash, you can just dry, or you can not sterilize. You can customize it for whatever you need, and it fits so much. He's eating about every 3 hours, so we go through a lot of bottles in a day, and this has so much space for all your bottles. It has 20 high pressure spray jets that thoroughly clean everything. It also sterilizes with steam, killing 99.9% of germs, and dries everything with a HEPA filtered 95% germ-free air. You just fill it up with water, and we have their tablets that you use to actually clean the bottles, and you just pop one of these in and let it go. Yeah, this has been nice because he is definitely going through a phase of wanting to be held basically all the time. He's probably gonna want to be held here in a second. So I don't really have time to do a lot of things with two hands. I can do a lot with one hand, but it's kind of hard to wash bottles with one hand. So I will have this link down below if you are bottle feeding, or even if you're pumping. I think that this is amazing to have. Makes your life so much easier, so you can focus on things that actually matter instead of washing bottles. Having our first bottle of the day, right? Something about feeding that I've really enjoyed is it makes me be hands-free. He'll probably take about like 10 to 15 minutes to drink his bottle, and it's just a nice time to bond and not be scrolling on my phone. I really think vlogging prepared me for having a baby, because I'm so used to just talking to myself all day, and now I just kind of talk to my baby all day. I just popped open our windows because it's been so nice here lately, especially in the morning. And I always like to let in fresh air. I think our house doesn't get a ton of circulation sometimes, so it always feels nice in the morning just to pop those open and get some clean air in here. I do try to read to him quite a bit, and I'm really excited because we actually just got a library card, which is so much fun. And so we are reading The Very Clumsy Click Beetle. This is our selection for the week. But yeah, I love reading to him. We read before bed, even if it's just a couple books or so. I think that's something that's great to start right now, and I hope that one day he loves reading books. So I'm definitely down. In the afternoon, it rummaged through a pile of pebbles. In the evening, it crawled along the tall blades. For the second half of Connor's wake time, I always try to come outside because he loves being outside. I've talked about this a lot, but I just think it's so much better raising a baby with ample time spent outside, because there's just so much to look at, there's so much to feel and touch. He loves just watching Cash in the backyard kind of roll around, get dirty. And when I'm trying to just keep him up a little bit longer, it's my go-to, just spending time out here. So I'm a little nervous for the summer because I know it is gonna get pretty warm. The morning will be fine, but towards the afternoon. And so let me know if you have a baby, what you do in the summer. I obviously know we can swim and stuff and take them to the pool. We do have a community pool that we go to, and I got a little blow up pool that I want to use. We just spend so much time outside, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I know we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. And especially right now, while it is just so cool in the mornings, right now it's probably about 65. It feels so nice. We are renting the house that we're at right now, and I'm pretty sure we are signing for another year. I've just loved living in this house. It's so peaceful, it's quiet, it's such a nice area to walk to. So I'm really thankful that we ended up finding this place and that it worked out, and also that our rent's not going up, because that is nice too. Spending some time on our piano mat right now, but Something I'm really proud of is the fact that I bought these, Cash has to be right next to us too. I bought these hydrangeas at the beginning of the season and they were kind of expensive and I was really worried about actually keeping them alive. They're still alive. They are turning green, which I think means they're on their way out. Correct me if I'm wrong. I also am thinking about possibly drying them too whenever they are on their way out too, because I remember, are we over it? We can leave, we don't have to be here. It is almost 8:30, which means this guy's about to go down for his first nap of the day, and I'm gonna get ready. He's down for his nap. I just took a quick shower, and this is usually my time that I like to get ready. I don't kind of get ready every single day, but I figured I could show you my quick makeup routine I've been doing lately. Basically, any crib nap he does will be 30 minutes max. For this morning one, I try to go in before he wakes up and I'll pick him up and I'll hold him for the rest of it just to extend it. I'm starting off with the IT Cosmetics CC cream. My skin really hasn't been too bad lately. It was definitely worse when I was pregnant for some reason. I felt like my hormones were a little crazier. I don't know if it's because my cycle is a little bit more regular now, if that has anything to do with it. I have a couple of breakouts right now, but not nearly as much as I used to have. I did share over on Instagram kind of my quick skincare routine. I really like using Primally Pure products. If I don't wear makeup, I'll just do that really quickly. And I would say most days I actually don't wear makeup unless I know I'm going to be filming something, although I do film without makeup too, as you guys know. Going in with some concealer. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is definitely the most essential part right now of the routine. A little bit of setting powder. This is the Laura Mercier translucent one. This is Benefit's Gimme Brow. I just put a little bit of this in my eyebrows. I need to get my eyebrows waxed. I have not done that since I had Connor. I've just been tweezing them occasionally, but they are in need of a little bit of a shape up here soon. Benefit's Hula Bronzer, and I just use this as some eyeshadow. Makes it quick when I'm also using this to bronze my face. This is an eyeliner from Milk, and I just like to go in and kind of line the very outside of my eyelid. I've definitely mastered doing this routine within 20-25 minutes, I would say. Adding a little cheek tint from Ilia. I find that blush makes the biggest difference, especially when my skin just feels kind of dull from maybe like a lack of sleep or just lack of energy. Blush just always makes you look so much more awake. So a little bit of highlighter from Ilia as well. I like to set everything with this everything spray from Primally Pure. This piece of hair is driving me crazy. And then I'm just curling my lashes and applying my Ilia mascara. I do just feel so much better on the days when I actually get ready. Again, not anything crazy, but just putting myself together in the morning. It's always hard. It's always the thing of how do I want to use this nap time? And it's crazy how you can fit 2 hours worth of activities within a 30-minute nap. Very quickly, just using my flat iron, and I just like to add in some curls. Just kind of swoop it through. Not really curls, I would say more so waves. This has been kind of my go-to lately. My hair does not hold a curl easily, so I don't really invest a lot of time in my hair. I just add a little bit here and there. I've really been liking my kind of shorter hair. I chopped my hair off probably a month ago. It's definitely grown out a little bit, but it still just feels so much more fresh. There we go, super simple. Feeling good. And now I'm gonna run in there before he wakes up. I just changed. I'll share my outfit here in a second because I think that it's super cute. I just ordered this from Amazon, but we are headed out for a walk. This is when we like to go for our morning walk with Cash. And I'm just gonna pop him in my carrier. I love this carrier, and I wanted to say that. I got a question of if it ever hurt my back, and it did at the start, but I realized that I wasn't really properly wearing it. And so I find, especially with this carrier, I'll try to show, I try to wear it pretty high up. I believe this is how you're really supposed to. And that really helped alleviate that back pain that I realized was from. There also are a lot of videos that you can watch on like how to properly fit your baby. And he's a pretty big baby, so the fact that it doesn't hurt really says something. Okay, good to go. It seriously cannot be a more gorgeous day. It is so, so nice outside right now. But while I'm out here, I wanted to share one of my favorite parts about being a mom, especially these days when he's just rapidly growing and changing. That is hands down just seeing how curious he is about the world. And I feel like as adults, you just get so blemished and jaded, or you can much more easily, but your child is just so fresh and they look at the world with just such I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, an unbridled lens. And especially as an adult, it's so inspiring to see that. I think a lot about how the Bible talks about having that kind of childlike faith, and actually witnessing that firsthand throughout every single day has been just such a blessing for me to learn from him, but also to just get to witness every day. It's the greatest blessing. This tree right here is hands down my favorite tree to pass. It is just so beautiful. I think about it every time I pass it. I just can't believe how huge it is. Here is the outfit for today. This is my ideal thing to wear right now. So just airy and breezy. It's like a linen material. So comfy. Ignore my spit up, but I just have a plain shirt under this, but I'll link this kind of like linen overall set down below. I think it's really cute. I kind of consider morning to be until his second nap, and so I think we have these new pots that I bought flowers for, and I'm gonna try to have him come along with me and try to plant them. It's funny, I was actually looking at sensory activities for babies, and one was putting all of these kind of outdoor elements in a box for your baby to touch, and I was thinking, why don't I just take him outside and have him plant the flowers with me? I feel like that would be even more of a sensory experience. So we'll see. It's kind of towards the end of his wake time, so this might be a fail, but I'll probably just finish it up during his nap if it is not successful. He is down for a nap. I was a little bit naive about planting the flowers with him, so I'm gonna see how much I can get done right now. Again, it was just so nice outside, and I wanted to share this because I had a few people message me because they remember that we used to not have any grass in our backyard. It was basically just a giant dirt pile, and out of nowhere, this was during my first month postpartum, I still remember we spent so much time sitting on the couch. Basically overnight, we had grass. I'm still not sure if our landlord came and planted grass, or our landlord had always mentioned how he had so much trouble growing grass back here. I really believe it was a sign from God that there was so much new growth for me on the horizon, and I really think that it was a sign from God. I really think that God speaks to us through especially nature, and yeah, it was just one of those things that now every time when I'm out here I think about that, and it just reminds me of how good God is and how faithful he is, even in those times that we don't necessarily feel his presence or see him. And now I just look at where I'm at right now, and I'm just thoroughly enjoying where I'm at and feeling like I'm getting in the groove and feeling like I have a rhythm, and just really thankful for everything that we have right now. And flowers look really beautiful, if I do say, but I'm pretty sure Connor's about to wake up from his nap, and so that is pretty much our morning. That was our morning today, our routine. Love our mornings together, and just really cherishing all this time as he's just growing up right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you all in my next video.